Don't speak.
I did hear you. I just couldn't hold back.
How ferocious. Your eyes look as if they've come back to life for the first time in 100 years. Shinji Hirako, do you hate me? If you do, by all means attack. I'll make an exception. And I'll only fight you with my sword.
Hachi.
Yes, Shinji?
Sorry to ask you this in your current state, but please take care of Hiyori. Do whatever you can to keep her alive. At least until Ichigo returns.
Yes.
Until Ichigo returns, eh? You must trust that boy quite a lot. How very touching.
Yes, that must be unfathomable. For someone who doesn't even trust his own people.
You don't get it. Trust is the same thing as reliance. It's a fault of cowards. I have no need for such weakness.
That's pretty rich coming from a guy who surrounds himself with henchmen. But you trick your subordinates into trusting you, with that fast-talking silver tongue of yours.
I have many subordinates, many who've pledged themselves to me. But I've never asked for any of their trust. Unfortunately, though, I've met no one who is strong enough to actually heed that warning. All creatures need to obey. No one can survive without trusting someone they feel is better, more worthy than themselves. To avoid that responsibility, those who are worthy look even higher, searching for more superior beings. And those superiors do the same, looking for even stronger individuals they can believe in. I'm going to take my time and show you which god you should have faith in. And afterwards, you'll decide what to believe.
You finally drew your sword. You like to take your time, don't you? Scared? It's no use trying to ignore me. No matter how strong you are, I know you have your doubts. You said so yourself, 100 years ago. You don't know what my Zanpakuto's power is.
You think that matters? Do you really think I need to understand its power before I can act?
Who knows? But I understand yours. I know that your Zanpakuto tries to gain control of your opponents by working on their nerves.
You think that puts me at a disadvantage?
Not necessarily, but I'll tell you this. If you think your Kyoka Suigetsu is the only Zanpakuto with the capability of controlling an opponent's nerves, you're sadly mistaken, Sosuke.
Your sword has a most interesting shape.
Nice, huh? You can't borrow it.
We'll see. I don't sense anything different here. Didn't you tell me before that it takes over a person's senses?
What are you talking about? The change is already in effect. Oh, what is that? Do you smell something good? It's too late to hold your breath. Welcome, Sosuke. To the inverted world. Welcome, Sosuke. To the inverted world. Here we have the power of Sakanade. It completely reverses your opponent's sense of direction and acts like a puzzle game, changing which way you move. Yes. Funny, isn't it? You probably haven't played any video games. Have you?
This is quite interesting.
I'd say it appears you didn't notice. Up and down, left and right, and front and back are all reversed. The way you turned and where you just attacked from are also reversed. You're left with reacting reflexively to my attacks, but you have to think twice before every move. What a challenge. Even with your fast reaction time, how will you counteract your reflexes? I'm confused! I've got you! Not too bad, Sosuke. Even though everything is reversed for you, you still somehow manage to dodge almost all of my triple bluffed attacks. You are quite impressive.
You are through, Sasuke!
So that's it. Your whole strategy was nothing more than an optical illusion. You talked about how when warriors battle, they rely mainly on their sight. Have you forgotten that you are no exception in this situation? Your ability is nowhere near my level of power, one which takes control of all 5 of your senses. So instead of me being beaten by this visual effect, it was you. If I can change your senses even a little, the rest is easy. It was child's play for me, Shinji Hirako. Captain.
Captain! Captain!
Aizen! I won't forgive you! Aizen!